Whether you have been in the cinema business for 50 years or you have never been in it, Magna-Tech offers consulting services which can assist you to create a modern facility in your marketplace that is likely to succeed. With over 50 years of experience in the cinema business, we feel that we can help you to create a unique facility that will succeed and meet your expectations. We have a staff of qualified engineers, architects, and people who are very, very knowledgeable about marketing and new techniques. I'd like to share with you some experience that we recently had with a very special and unique cinema that was constructed in Nassau in the Bahamas. The theater opened in January of 2019. In the short period that the theater was open, this theater was able to achieve grosses of in excess of $1 million on any individual pictures that were booked at the theater. The people who have been creative and instructive in this regard have been not only the people who are the originators of the idea, but the staff of Magna-Tech as well. So you find individuals who have created a business plan which is unique and very special, and it appeals to a very particular kind of a market. The cinema was constructed on a piece of property that lends itself to making what we would consider a dramatic appearance. It is comprised of an IMAX theater, a 4DX theater, super large screens with luxurious seating. So you find that there's a variety of auditoriums. But more importantly, the concept is to create a destination. And the destination not only is to see a movie, but to spend an entire day perhaps and experiencing all that it has to offer with restaurants and daycare center, game room, and a virtual reality theater. So there are lots of activities that are available for a family. So you have a variety of options, whether it's a specialty theater like 4DX, that you have various Hollywood films that are being distributed in that format, or you have the IMAX experience, not only with Hollywood films, but with specialty films that are made specially for the IMAX format. It draws not only a standard audience of IMAX goers, but is worked in conjunction with the education system in the Bahamas so that there are groups coming in and out of the theater all day long. It's interesting how Magna-Tech became involved in this project. Magna-Tech, for many, many years, manufactured the sound reproduction systems that were used for all the IMAX theaters around the world. This was an interlock 35 millimeter analog 6-channel system. Over the years, our relationships with IMAX and others in the industry have created very positive results. And as a consequence, when this project came up, we were asked to do the installation on the project. From that point, we got involved with design. We got a design contract whereby our architects and our engineers and other specialists were actually designing the auditoriums, laying them out, sight lines, screens, all of the systems that are being used. Not only that, we got involved with the concession stands, with all the interiors, with everything that was going on in that theater somehow passed through Magna-Tech. Sometimes directly, where we actually did the design work, the development, and the supply and the fit out. Other times we were just used as a consultant, where we were referring out to another source. It's about relationships, and you create a relationship with your principals, and the principals become very, very confident of your ability, and they just keep adding and adding and adding to the responsibilities. And Magna-Tech, being the company that it is, accepted it all. And so we became a prime contractor, not only for the technical side of the project, but we also worked with the construction company as well. There's an interesting history in Nassau that brought us to the point where we were involved in this big fusion project. And it goes back to 1992. At that point, Nassau only had one theater. It was called the Mary Street Theater. It was a big barn of a theater with 800 or 1,000 seats. But that was it, very successful. We were contacted by two young men who wanted to convert a lumberyard into a single screen theater to give some competition to the Mary Street Theater, but more about programming. They wanted to give variety of programming. So these are folks who'd never been in the business before, and again, here was an opportunity for us to share our expertise and our experience in helping to create a single screen theater. When they brought me the project, I looked at it and I said, well, you have enough space to make 3 theaters here in this converted lumberyard. And that's actually what happened. After the hurricane, we took all the equipment out of a United Artists Theater at the Falls here in Miami, and we shifted it over to Nassau, including seating, projection, sound, and they created 3 theaters. So it's not that you have to be ready to engage in a multi-mega million-dollar project. You can get involved into a project which is just kind of a starter with us, and that's probably a specialty. In that way, the people who are running the theater and operate the theater in Nassau, the big Fusion Plex, also had never been in the theater, so we shared all our experience with them. We found them the film booking the sources, and so, as I said a little earlier, we were involved in every aspect of the theater up until the day it opened. Cinema is our specialty, and we want you to know that we'd like to be able to help you, and hope that you'll get in touch with us soon.